Hey everyone, see if I'm recording. Excuse me for the false start of this video with all these things to look at. This is Sarah Adams. It is December 14th and I have not even looked at my hair. I have emerged from my sleep this morning with just incredible download, incredible experience last night. So I'm just gonna speak it and as quick as I can because my breakfast is cooking. But what happened last night is I felt this incredible void space in here, which is nothing new for me. Right in here from diaphragm to intestine has kind of been this huge fractured zone where my soul excuse me, has had severe trauma and fracture. And last night, this came into full relief with just a huge amount of fear. And I asked my husband to press his belly up against me because I felt like I was dying and I couldn't breathe. And I just felt like I was dying and so scary. And as he pressed his tummy up against me, I started seeing like these fibers, these neurons, this life force starting to connect to itself as if it was forming a new body, an actual new life form. It was almost like before I put my belly up to him, I felt like I was a petri dish of shattered ingredients that were dying, that could not sustain life. Very, very separate from each other. Like fractured on the floor of a laboratory, just a bunch of inorganic code, machine parts thrown on the floor. And this was, as I laid my body against his, these separate parts started breathing his life force and modeling his life force into a cohesive center around which all those separate pieces could start forming. This new life form literally being called into being. And I was receiving the information that this is not a life form that has ever been before. This is the birth of a new transharmonic universe, a blueprint of a brand new configuration of spirit and matter. And this is kind of gross, but as I was burping, the burps were literally alchemical burps. They were taking all of the death layers and the death code like a shell. The death code was like a shell around the embryo, around the fractured pieces. And they were taking the death code, and each burp was transmuting death code into the body of this living embryo. And this voice kept saying, I am birthing the nervous system of the living light. I am birthing the global brain of the living light. And then I saw that the whole earth has now, going along this process with me, inside the earth is a fully intact embryo of living light. And it has to be at the 3rd trimester because, last night I went from fractured crap on the laboratory floor to a 3rd trimester life form of living light. Oh my God. So I don't know if December 21st is birth, or I'm assuming what that means. Some people say that Ascension happens on the equinox of 2013. So maybe that's birth. But just reporting from the laboratory of the global brain of Earth as an outpost of her, we now have an embryo of this new blueprint for an entirely new transharmonic universe. And it has all its body parts. So this is good news. We're not like in the 1st trimester. We got to be in the 3rd trimester because we've got fingers and toes. We have an entire embryo blueprint. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I had to report this. The embryo of the new earth is here. Okay.